The fifth verse in fourth chapter. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshwa Lakshmi Papatmanam Pritadiyam Hridayeshu Buddhi Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajja Tam Tvam Natasma Paripalayate Vishwam. Here, Shraddha word has come and we have understood what Shraddha is. It's also speaking here one word, Shrihi. Ya Shrihi Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavaneshwa Lakshmi. Here there is a word Shrihi and also Bhavane Ashwa Lakshmi. There, Bhavaneshwa Alakshmi is there. That is, when you split that word, Bhavaneshwa Lakshmi, you get Alakshmihi. So we get, there are two Shris comes here. Shrihi and Alakshmihi. Shraddha we have already seen. Also Buddhi is there. Hridayeshu Buddhi. We shall see afterwards. Lajja also here. So what is now to be understood is, what is the Shrihi? What is that Bhavanesh Alakshmi? Shri is the word we understand as welfare, prosperity, abundance. When we refer, and don't take Shri and Lakshmi now, we will take it little later, whether Shri, how Lakshmi or otherwise, we shall see afterwards. I am just referring to Shri only here. And Alakshmi is misfortune. So we have both here. One is welfare, prosperity and abundance. Another is the misfortune. One is the reward. Other is the punishment. Wherever, when contravenes the natural moral order for dharma, let us call it from today, natural moral order. The word Shri we find frequently in the Vedic literature, particularly in Samhita and Brahmanas, which denotes a deity's intrinsic radiance. And this also connects with the Kshatra. Kshatra is the ruling power of the Kshatriya. Kshatriya should have Kshatra. Why I refer to Kshatra here is, King Suratha has the duty to defend that natural moral order, dharma. And the implication is that duty that is has its reward. Although in the present context, Shri is an abstract quality with nevertheless a material effect. She is also a goddess from Vedic origin who became identified with agricultural goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of agriculture, because that's where in olden days there was only means for human to rely upon for his living. So Shri is identified with the goddess of agriculture. Shri, as I said before, is used number of times in Vedas. But Shri and Lakshmi together presented first time as single goddess. Shri is not different from Lakshmi. The first mentioned in Shri Sukta. This Sukta is the Chila Sukta for Rigveda. That is the appendix. That is, after completion of Vedas, someone has introduced it to as an appendix to Rigveda. So many suktas are there in that. One is Shri Sukta. Shri Sukta makes clear that what is that Shri Lakshmi and what is that Alakshmi is not. If the resplendent, generous goddess is the source of material bounty like gold, cattle, horses, food, health, satisfaction, beauty, fame. You can go on adding whatever we want. All that refers to Lakshmi. Whereas this Alakshmi, which is not Lakshmi, denotes the opposite: poverty, hunger, disease, ugliness, misfortune. All that is represented by Alakshmi. Those who composed the Sri Sukta refers to Alakshmi as Maya. That is the Rigveda, Khila Sukta, second Sukta, fifth and sixth slokas talks about this. You make note of this number. After this, we will see that all that Veda mantras we shall get back and find their, try to understand their meanings also. So if I add it now, we will be already I am diverting from Durga Saptashati to Shri Sukta. Yes, it is required because when she mentioned Shri here, when I mentioned Shraddha, I should mention also what is Shri here. So we have to go to Shri Sukta no other way. Otherwise, you will not understand the real meaning of Durga Saptashati. The joint appearance of Alakshmi and Maya in a single breath takes us back to Sumedha's teaching that the deluding power of Maya is the cause of Surathas and Samadhi's problem. Not only Suratha and Samadhi, also all of us. So always this Maya is directly, indirectly linked to Alakshmi. Shri and Alakshmi, both reveal the same wholeness and fragmentation, of boundlessness and limitation. Shri talks about wholeness, Alakshmi talks about fragmentation. Shri talks about boundlessness, Alakshmi talks about limitation. One talks about abundance, one talks about scarcity. The same thing, these pairs are very much there in Durga Saptashati. We have already seen that. Asura, Sura, Daitya, Aditi, Diti. Aditya and Daitya, all that. We have seen earlier answers. Whether the Devi confers her blessings of abundance on the virtuous or visits misfortune on the wicked, she is simply upholding nature's moral values. That's dharma. Within the sphere of dualistic perceptions, what they are? They are right and wrong, right and wrong. The virtue is rewarded and evil doing is punished. It is the one cannot escape the fact. Even Alakshmi may not be considered intrinsically bad, because they appear to our practical everyday sensibilities. Good and evil are ultimately two inseparable sides of the same coin. Manifestation of the one reality as Mahadevi. We have seen also earlier in Saptashati. Mahadevi, Mahasuri. She is Mahadevi as well as Mahasuri. Mahasuri. We have seen that. Similarly, Sri and Alakshmi. This is told here in this verse now. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavane Bhavanesh Alakshmi. Bhavaneshva Alakshmi. It should be. It is not there. Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. That is, there is Alakshmi is there. While chanting, it should be considered Alakshmi. Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. If you chant continuously, you get that yourself. Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Is it not Alakshmi coming there? Coming. Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. Bhavaneshva Lakshmi. When you chant continuously, you get not Lakshmi, you get Alakshmi. Bhavaneshva Lakshmi, Alakshmi comes there. This is the beauty of this poetry. Without this non-dualistic understanding, it will be hard to resolve the glaring contradiction between plea to Devi Chandika to destroy the fear of misfortune. 4:4. We have this is a prayer in that. Yasya bhavatulam bhagavanananto brahma haraschanahi vaktumulam balancha. This is what? There is a prayer to destroy the misfortune or the demons. Let us observe that all begin this chapter 4 after 3 verse. It begins with praise, and every shloka ends with prarthana. The first part is a praise. The next part is the prarthana, prayer. For example, just see. Ya Shri Swayam Sukrutinam Bhavane Ashvalakshmi Papatmanam Prudatiyam Prudayeshu Buddhi Shraddha Satam Prajana Pravasya Lajja. Till this time it is the praise. Then Tam Tvam Natha Sat Paripalaya Devi Vishwam, asking us to protect us, is a prayer. Every verse here to begin from the praise ends with the prarthana. So the Devatas here form a picture of a goddess who receives not just appeasement but love, because Ambika, the mother, the gods request the asterisk things. Shubham karoti, Shubha bhayasyamatim karotu. Yes, Shubha. they ask auspicious things. From the fierce Chandika, they ask for the removal of the fear of misfortune. See, Chandika is so fearful, but from her, Devata is asking for removal of the misfortune. They ask again for protection, Paripalaya. This pattern of stuti and prarthana, praise and petition, repeated several times. It speaks about the reciprocity between the mother and the children. Yes. And reminds us that the second charita, what we are going through now from this chapter, main concern is her active, sustaining aspect in the world. This second charita is very important because of her active, sustaining aspect in the world. We also, the same other, epithets we call it, Visheshana. What they are: Buddhi, Shraddha, Lajja. These epithets are slightly or totally different from the pair of Shri and Alakshmi. This pair. This is a different pair. It's a different thing than that Buddhi, Shraddha and Lajja. It's a pair here. They are independent. Shraddha independent, Lajja independent, Buddhi independent. Whereas this here, here comes the pair of Shri as well as the Alakshmi. So, when we come to this, it will not be proper for us to go further without knowing what Shri Sukta is. Yes. When we talk about Shraddha, we learnt what Shraddha is by a Sukta. Similarly, when we mentioned Shri and also Alakshmi, it is not proper to go further without referring to Shri Sukta and its very importance, because it's a part of here. I have to tell what this Shri. They never mentioned Lakshmi here. This is only Shri, and then said Alakshmi. So without explaining the Shri here, our discussion or explanation on Devi Mahatmya or Durga Saptashati is incomplete. That's what I strongly feel. So I am going to that now.